Welcome to Fraudulent Activity Notification HackerRank code. So in this video, I'm following a flow chart. So first I would be explaining you the problem. Problem explanation. After that, I would be giving you my solution, my first solution, and it did not work on the time cases. So why there was a need of improvisation. I would covering that, and after that I would be explaining you the how to find median using counting sort. Median using counting sort. After that, finally would be a code and explanation to that, and we'll go into HackerRank portal and we'll test our code. So let's start with the problem explanation part. So what given problem is, so we would be having an array, and as it is given like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So your code or your algorithm for this like detecting fraudulent activities, if your any day's expenditure is twice or greater than that of the median of the trailing period. So they have given the trailing period as 3 in this case, and they're saying that for the d plus 1 day. So we need to have trailing days first in order to check if the particular expenditure has crossed the twice of the median. So we would start from here 40 onwards. So we'll check if the trailing median of 10, 20, 30 is less than the number, is the less than, so is the less than the number. Here is the another example. So what basically we need to find is, we need to find median, and in this particular problem, what we need to find is median, and then check for d plus 1 element or the day for which if the number is greater than twice of that median. If yes, we will increment the count or we will release the notification. And in the end, problem is asking us what was the number of notification, count of the notification that was sent to customer for particular fraudulent activity. So we can start by taking this example in mind. So let me copy this. Okay, so what we are asked to do is, so in this case, this is n, like the size of array or the number of days for which we have expenditure, and this is like for trailing days. So I'll take this as d or days. Let me change the brush. Okay, and so what we would be doing is, we would be starting onward from this part, because we need to have the trailing days data in order to check if the particular number exceeds from the median or not. So we'll start from here, and we'll check if the 6 is greater than the median of the previous period. So this is not a sorted array. So what we generally would do is, we would sort this array. So that would give us 2, 2 and 3, 3 and 4. So we know that median is the middlemost element if the number of elements is odd, and if the number of elements is even, let's say if it was like only 4 elements. So what we would do is, we would sum 2 middle elements and divide it by 2. So if, let's say if it was like only 4 elements, so what we would have done is, we would have added 2 plus 3, these two values, and divided by 2. So that would have been our median in this case. So we know that we get the median 3, and we check if the given number, that is 6, is greater than or equal to twice of that of median. So let me made. So in this case we can see that this particular condition satisfies. So we'll add count 1. Okay. So I'll go to code as well. So I'm just giving an explanation. I'll write the code as well. Okay. After that we hop on to the next element, that is 8. So for 8 we have this array. Okay, for trailing period, and we would be removing 2 from this because we want only trailing days array, and the number of days are 5. So we have this array, and it can be sorted as 2, 3, 4, sorry, again 3, 4 and 6. So you can see that the median is 3, and it is let's say 2 into median would be 6, and the given element or the index 8 is greater than that of the twice of median. So we would be again incrementing the count. So this would become 2 as of now. So let's go again. So for this element we are moving forward. So our array would be this element for 4 to this. So for this particular element, the sorted trailing day array would be so 2 is removed, 3 is removed, so it would be 2, 3, 4, 6 and 8. So median is 4, and we know that the 4 is not bigger than twice of median, so this will fail in this case. Similarly for 5 we would be having array, just leave 4 out of this. So instead of 4 it would be again replaced by this 4. So we would get the same array, and the median would be 4, and if we multiply it by 2 it would become 8, and the last element, that is 5, won't be greater than that of 8. So end result we would be getting 2. So 2 times notification was sent to the customer for fraudulent activity. So how can we write this particular code in any language? So I have written this particular code. So let me, okay, this is the code which I wrote, and here n is number of or size of array, days is the days, number of days, trailing days which we are given, input is just an integer used for input, median and then count. So first we get input as number, okay, n that is size of array and the number of trailing days. So I have taken 2 arrays, that is array 1 which is non-sorted array, and it is the given array, and second would be my sorting array. And after that I have taken the input, and after that, as I told in the explanation, I called function median, find median. I pass the 2 array, number of trailing days and the ith position for which I am looking for trailing median. So in the function what I did was I assigned array elements to my second array, that is BRR, and I sorted that array, and after that I did, like, this is for like if the trailing days are odd or even. So if it's odd, we don't have the problem, we'll take the middlemost element and that would be median. If it is even, we have to, as I said earlier, we have to add those 2 elements and then divide it by 2, and that would give us the median. And this solution works perfectly fine, and it passes all the test cases. However, it does not passes the test cases in the given time, so it has like more time complexity. So I needed to improvise on that part. So I went into the comment section, and there were a lot of suggestions for using Q and how we can improve this code. However, I did not like the using Q idea here, or Q container. So what I did was I had taken the array and I used counting sort in order to find the median. So as I was discussing earlier, so I have shown you my solution and why it was not working. So because I was copying array and then sorting it and then sending it back to my calling function, and then it was giving the result. So it works perfectly fine for all the test cases. I have even taken the long. This works for the given test cases. You can certainly pass those. However, it is having higher time complexity and not passing in the HackerRank test module. So that was the need of improvement. And now let me show you the code or the improvised code what I did, and median using counting sort. So this is like a bit off topic. However, I used median rather than copying the element and then sorting and then finding the median. I got a new approach, and it is like finding median using counting sort. So you can let's go to that. Okay, we'll be now seeing how to find median using counting sort. So this could have been like separate video, but I'm too lazy to make one. So let's say you have any elements, let's say randomized element. You have 1, then 3, 5, and 2, and let's take another one, that is 4. So I would be covering 2 cases, that is even and odd. So let's first go with the odd, as it's simple. So what you would do, you would create a frequency array for your counting sort, and what you do give us is we have to take maximum number into account. So that would make 6 elements. Let me divide it. Okay, so we know that each element present here is except that 0. So the array would look like this. So you might ask how we can find the median using counting sort. So you got the frequency array. After that, what you can do is you can simply check let's say sum it out, get the variable sum, and what you would do is you would add all the elements into that. Let's say sum is equal to rec and we have a counter, that is I, and let's assume that we have for loop here which goes from I to the n, or whatever the size is, and after that we'll check, as this is for odd condition. What we can do is we'll check the particular number, given number is is greater than twice of sum, sorry, smaller than twice of sum. So days, though in the problem it was days, you can have given number, or for how many trailing days, or for how many numbers we need to find median. So as of now days is odd, as I told you. So we would be checking this condition. So let's iterate through the array, and we'll understand. So what's happening here is for I is equal to 0. So by generally seeing this, we can say that the median for this particular need to be so it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we know that the median should be 3. So let's check how we can get this median. So as I said earlier, let's say if we are iterating through loop, for I is equal to 0, sum would be 0. So we won't do anything. in that case we would move ahead, and this particular condition is in if statement. If sum of twice the sum of our counter is greater than the days, we would be returning ith value. So let's check this. The ith value would be median for that case. Okay, and for I is equal to 0, sum is 0. So sum is twice of sum is not greater than days. We move ahead. We come to I is equal to 1. So sum becomes 1. So let me write I here as well, so you can understand it. So for I is equal to 1, sum becomes 1, and number of trailing days here is 5. For 5 elements, we want to find the median. So let's proceed ahead. So for index 1, sum is 1. For index 2, sum would become 2 because we are adding on the elements. So we check if the twice of sum is greater than days. No, it's 4. It's not greater than 5. So move ahead. And for I is equal to 3, sum would become 3. And 3 is greater than, like, twice of 3 is greater than those of days. So in that case, I would be our median. So here 3 is median. Hence, similarly, as I said earlier, 3 is the median. So we can similarly check for the even number as well. So for even number or even number of sets for which we have to find median, what we can do is we can equate it. So there is a space punch. Let me clear this. Okay. So else if twice of sum is equal to given number of sets. Let's say we have taken days for that matter. For how many days we need to find trailing sum. So if it was given even, so we would use this else if loop. So in here, what we need to do is additionally looping through the array. So what we can initialize here is let's say take another variable j and initialize it with I plus 1, and we can take a while loop as well, and while what we can do is we can take for as well, and without end condition we can return it, so it can break out of loop. So for I, j is equal to I plus 1, and simply write j plus plus. Give semicolon here as well, j plus plus. So in this case, we'll check if there is element present at the next location. So if the element is present, as in this case, if let's say in frequency we have the element at jth position, so this should have been a curvy loop, and j. If there element exists at jth position, we would simply return j plus 1, I plus j, and that would be our median. And by writing return, we would be looping out or like breaking out of for loop, or you can write break as well if that condition happens. So it's all the same. So return I plus j. So let me show you the same example for even condition. So let's say what we were given is 4. For simplicity, let's say now d is 4, and we need to find median for this. And let's take another example as well. Let's say that we have checked for this condition, and we are at this element. We need to check for these elements. Okay, so let me erase previous values. Okay, so let's say that we have 4 elements for which we need to find the median. So 0 is not present, 1 is not present, 2 is present, 3 present, 4 present, and 5 is also present. So we know that we are looking for these 4 elements. We are looking median for 4 elements. So what would be our general ith iteration would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So for I is equal to 0, sum would be 0, and we check our condition if twice of sum exceeds that of days, or is it equal to number of days. So I think code has been messy here. Or I'll write code in the IDE, and that will clear if there is any doubt here. So sum would be 0. Again for I is equal to 1, sum would again be 0. For I is equal to 2, sum would become 1, and we'll check if the twice of sum becomes greater than days or is equal to days. So both condition fail, we can return 0 or minus 1 for that in the main condition. For I is equal to 3, we check sum is 2 and given days is 4. So this particular else if loop satisfies, that is twice of the sum is equal to days. So what we do in that case is we take another variable j and initialize with the plus 1 index. So in this case j would be 4, and we check if there is element present in that particular index. So yes, there element exists. So what we do is we add that element. So if that element exists, so what we do, we add the I and j, and this particular I and j by 2 becomes our median. So we know that for 3 we check value exists, and for 4 value exists. So by 3, so this would become 7 by 2, so 3.5. So let's check if this is the median of the given 4 elements. So I know it's messy right now, but I'll write to code and this will explain a lot. So for this particular 4 element, the sorted array would be let's make this bigger. So sorted element would be 2, then 3, 4 and 5. So generally the median would be for even numbers half of sum of 2 elements. So this is the case, and this is how we can find median using counting sort. So there remains another two problems which we need to look. So how we can update this counting sort or counting array for new elements, because we would be sending new elements from our main function and we would be removing previous elements, because we want only like the number of constant days is number of days, trailing days is always constant. So we need to have those elements only. Like if it is 5, we always want to have 5 elements in our array. So I'll write a code, and that will at that time I'll explain how it works. Include the library files. So you can add only one, and that will do wonders for you. Bits stdc ++ .h. Using namespace std int name that returns 0. Okay, here is the basic skeleton. Okay, let's start with the problem. So int n, that is size of array. I'll write it down. Size of array in days. This is number of trailing days. After that we will take the input tables, and then we'll need array in order to store the element. So I generally don't use global array. However, in this case, because it needs to be like transferred, or like we are creating a function and that needs to be called every time, so I'll declaring global array here. So let's say int array of size, let's check if they have given max value 2 to 10 raised to 5, and for expenditure 200. Okay. 2 raised to 5, so this would become 3, and let's take 1 for the sake purpose. We don't want any segmentation for. Let's take another frequency array, and they have given 200 size for that. So let's take 201 and then initialize it to 0 here. Now let's take the input. So this will be cin array of I. Okay, and after this what we'll do is we'll iterate through our array, and we'll only start our work whenever our I is greater than or equal to that of days. So we need to have the trailing days data in order to check if that particular period's median is less than half of the expenditure on ith day. So that would make help us make the decision. So in this case, let's say I'll check if I is greater or equal to days, and here we'll write code. And after this, let me take your attention to the counting sort that we are using. What we want is we want to add every element from I to our index. So this would become as array of I plus plus. So what will this particular loop will do, for every element it would add this particular element or index into our frequency array. So this is the start, and after this, whenever this particular condition meets, so whenever I is greater than or is equal to days, we'll check if our value at array of ith value is greater or is equal to that of median, like twice of median. So let me write twice median, and I'll pass here days, trailing days, to my function, which I'll write it shortly. And if this particular condition matches, I will be incrementing my count. So let me declare count here, count, and initialize it to 0. Okay, so whenever I get the favorable condition, I increment the count. And here is like most important part. So after that, we want to remove the elements from our counting sort. So we know that we want only 5 elements as the 5 or number of days element. So what we can do is we modify call our frequency array and we'll remove the last element. Let's say we have 6 elements and we're starting with the 5, and we come to the 7th position. So we want only 2 to 7. We don't want 0, 1. So what we can do in this case, we will minus those values. So I minus days will ensure that we are removing the previous day element. So like if the time period is for trailing period is 5, and number we or the element at which we are now is, let's say, 10. So we want only 5 to 10. We don't want earlier 5. So this particular statement will remove the count from our frequency array, and this will only work in the cases where we are ahead of the loop, like ahead of the trailing days. So okay, this is the one of the main important statement of the whole code, I would say. And so sorry, we would be decrementing it. Okay, this is the case. So almost done. So we need to write median function now. Twice median. Okay. So I'm returning int twice median. It take argument as stays. After that, as we have seen in the paint, I have taken the variable sum. Let's initialize it to 0. After that, take for loop for iterating through the frequency, and let's take the values as 201. It is explicitly given in the case, so we want to check whole array for that matter. And after that, sum would be sum plus is equal to frequency I, and as I shown you in the paint, so this particular part we need to write here in the code. So if our let's say twice of sum becomes greater than days, so this is for odd condition, and in this case what we will be returning is I value, that is median. However, as the question suggests, you need to check for the twice of median, so I'll return twice of median. Okay, and else if twice of given sum is equal to given days, in this case what I am doing is I am taking for loop, initializing it with j I plus 1, no end condition. I would be incrementing until I get the value at the next element or the jth element. So I'll check if there is element at jth position in our frequency array. See, if there is, I would be returning I plus jth value. So this would be twice of median. There is no need of dividation here. So whenever return statement hits, it would break out of loop, and if there is nothing, like all the conditions are failing, so I would be returning, let's say -1 or anything we can return which is below 0. So okay, this is the code, and whenever this particular function will return us the value, we'll check with our array element, which is if the element is greater, it would count, and if the count is greater, it would be added. So in the end, what we need to do is cout count. Okay, let's test the code. Let me copy. Okay, let's test the code. What happened to my internet? This should work. Let's check. Why it's taking forever? 300 minutes later. Okay, I have compilation error int main. too many errors. Day labs operator. Let's resolve each one of them. So at 39,541. Okay, I missed semicolon here. 55, I think. Semicolon at 41 days. Okay. Okay, let's take all the test cases. Nice. Thank you.